Hello and welcome to CGNgames and this second attempt at doing this video because we got halfway through and then it all went off. Everything.
Why did it go off, Tim?
It was my fault. I didn't plug in the power lead. It's fine. It's fine because we're going to have a great time. So basically, I don't want to waste any more time because I've got about 30 seconds before you get bored of me talking and you click off the video. So I'm just going to do it.
30 seconds up. Come on.
So the Nintendo Direct dropped last night.
It did.
We had a great time watching it.
We did.
Some more than others.
Yes.
Now, Jodie's not a die-hard Nintendo fan. She's new to the whole Nintendo thing. I am not. They're my boys. Nintendo's my boys. So
we can tell.
Absolutely. So we're going to go basically through each announcement that was at Nintendo Direct. We're going to tell you what our thoughts are. We're going to show you how much Jodie hated everything and how much I loved everything. And then we're going to give it kind of a little grade at the end. How good was the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah.
I said that pretty quick and I'm quite happy. So, without any further ado, let's go into announcement number 1. So Jodie, I predicted at the start of before the Nintendo Direct happened, I was like, "There's no way Mario Maker 2 is going to come because we've just had New Super Mario Brothers U. So why would they brought out another? Why would they put out another Mario Brothers?
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that? Why would they do it? It makes no sense. It makes no sense from a business standpoint because now I'm like, do I really want to buy a kind of pretty good Super Mario Brothers game, or do I want to buy Mario Maker 2?
Well, you know what the answer
have unlimited
is,
levels.
You know what the answer is, don't you?
Don't buy any. That's what
no,
you're going to say.
Buy both.
Yeah. So, very first thing that comes up, Mario Maker 2. They didn't actually say number 2 at the start. Then, obviously, yeah, we liked Mario Maker 2.
Done.
So, Jodie, you were very confused about what the heck was going on.
I was.
How did you define it?
I thought it was budget. I was like, are they on the budget? Is there something going on? Are they going out of business and not telling anyone?
So no, that's not the case. That isn't the case. So essentially what this game is, it's build your own Mario levels.
Okay.
So that still sounds like a budget because it sounds like they couldn't be bothered to make levels. That's not true.
That's what
but basically, like, if you absolutely love Mario Brothers, which millions of people do all over the world because they understand video games, basically.
I understand video games.
This essentially gives you an unlimited supply of Mario levels. So, whereas you buy New Super Mario Brothers U, you've got a defined amount of levels. Once you've done them, you're done. With that, it's just unlimited. Because
you're telling me that they basically went, we can't be bothered building the levels, so we're going to put these factory things in so you can slide down sides and make your own levels.
So the sliding feature, you couldn't do that in the original game, from my understanding.
I can understand
so they've added
why.
them in. Because exciting times. So, lots of people have been waiting for this, and when the original Mario Maker came out, it went to like number 1 on Twitch for a while, and then Nintendo were like, hey, we don't want you promoting our game for free. We're going to pull it down. Because they make no sense.
Why would you do that?
Those policies are gone now, which we're all very excited about, so I think this game is going to do so well. It's coming out in June, which is actually a little bit earlier than a lot of people expect. I was like, this game is either coming out in January next year or right at the end of this year. Apparently that's not true. I was shocked because I don't think it makes any sense because, like I said, why if you were debating between buying one of the 2 Mario games, you would just buy Mario Maker and just not bother with New Super Mario Brothers U. So I'm a bit confused about that. Because once you've got Mario Maker, I mean, literally, so you can change the graphical style between each. Like, so you can when you make your level, you can have it look like the original Super Mario Brothers, which you played and died on the first Goomba, or you can have it on like Super Mario Brothers 3, or you can have it on Super Mario Brothers World, or you can have it like New Super Mario Brothers U. So essentially, you can have the graphics from the game they've just put out, but you can just have unlimited levels. So why on earth would you buy New Super Mario Brothers U?
Because
I don't get it.
It's you, and you'll want.
I will buy it, and I've been wanting to buy it recently because I just didn't have the money in January because there's just too much came out.
Christmas, isn't it? That's what it is.
So I do want to buy it. I'm not gonna lie, just so it goes on the shelf. But it just makes no sense. I don't know why they've done that. But it makes a lot of people happy because a lot of people wanted that now. So there you go. Mario Maker 2 coming out in June. I'll be picking that up. Jodie will not. I think you should anyway. I'll just make you loads of levels and you can just die all the time. Number 2, a game I thought you'd be interested in, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Jodie, you're a Marvel person.
I love a bit of Marvel.
How are you feeling about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? Which is exclusive to Nintendo Switch.
I was like, alright, okay. I'm into Marvel. I might give it a go. Might. Being a big might. Not really. But
I think she will once I peer pressure her into doing it.
Give it a couple of weeks and peer pressure.
I don't think I'm going to love it, but I don't think the graphics even look that amazing, but I think it's going to be a fun little multiplayer game. And it's on Nintendo Switch, so I'll buy it. Yeah. Moving on, then we had Box Boy, which is a puzzle game.
You did.
Jodie.
That was on a budget.
How do you feel about it? Well, it does look like it's on a budget, to be fair. There's not much going on there in the graphical front. How are you feeling about Box Boy? You into puzzle games?
Not really.
Not a big puzzle game person.
I thought it was cool that they brought on Box Girl. I thought that was pretty cool. They're like, not being sexist anymore.
Representing the girls there.
Yeah, we're not being sexist anymore.
How do you feel about, though, the fact that to make sure that everyone knows it's a girl, they just put a bow on it?
Yeah, I was a bit like, not all girls wear bows unless you're JoJo Siwa. So I was like...
I don't know what you just said, then. You just said...
Maybe some YouTube people.
Okay, you just sort of seemed to make just...
I put
a bunch of noises together, it sounded like.
Okay, I'll put a picture up. Basically a millionaire 12-year-old, so it's alright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. I did not know that.
I'll get you a picture later.
Good stuff. So the reason I'm excited for that, I'm going to cut to me just for a half second, because we've got this beautiful amiibo. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Box Boy, my boy.
Boxed him in a box.
Exactly, Box Boy in a box.
And Box Girl will probably come very soon after that.
So there you go. I hope so. I hope there is an amiibo for it. I'm assuming there's not, because they would have said something. But Box Boy is coming out in April on the 26th. If they have a physical copy, I will buy it. Even though I hate puzzle games. Think about that for just 2 seconds. Moving along, then we had Smash Brothers, and they basically announced that there's going to be version 3.0 coming out by the end of April, and Joker will be there before then as well. Or it might be on this actual day of the update. Who knows? Joker from Persona 5. Persona 6? Persona 6, sorry. So a lot of people are excited about that. They didn't really say anything that was going to be in the update. But I'm excited for it anyway. Probably a load of new spirits, because that mode is pretty cool. And it seems to be adding new ones all the time. Jodie, super excited for Super Smash Brothers, aren't you?
No.
Encouraged to buy it?
No.
Nope. Moving along. Next, we're going to go into Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and this is obviously this was a port from the Wii U. I did not see this coming at all. I thought they were just done and dusted with the port. Done. No one cares. They're now giving us the DLC. I looked it up. It costs around £5, like $5.50 or something. And this comes with, I think it's something like 5 new world, like sort of themed stuff, and then it's got, I think it's like 15 levels or something. And if you pre-order it now, you get to play one stage early. So you get to play it now, and it comes out on the March 14th. Jodie, I'm intrigued because you don't have Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. Are you interested in buying it after seeing this? Because obviously, you know, not thought about that game for a long time. It's now popped up. Interested?
No.
No?
No.
Not even a little bit?
I mean, it's cool that you got the second person that can run around me. I thought that was quite cute.
So part of the update is you can do 2 players, which is cool.
So now he's not on his own. So that's the only thing.
So basically, you have no interest in buying the game, but you're happy that Toad has a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
That is
a bit like Box Boy and Box Girl.
I guess so. That seems to be the theme.
It is.
I guess so. Like
Valentine's
Day is the next day. It all makes sense now. Moving along, we had Bloodstain Ritual of the Night. So this was a crowdfunded game, and it is basically, I think it has some people who were involved. I'm pretty sure. I don't know loads of the ins and outs of this game, but I think it's got a bunch of people who were involved in making the old Castlevania games. I think it might even be the director of them. And basically, it looks boss. I can't wait. Jodie, clearly not interested in any shape or form.
I just scratched over that. Swipe forward.
So that has a release window of basically the summer. So it might be Ritual of the Night, but it will be coming when the sun is shining. So happy times there for all involved. Moving along, we've got Dragon Quest Builders 2. Jodie, you're a big Minecraft person.
I am.
How are you feeling about Dragon Quest Builders 2?
I don't think I want to get it.
But Jodie, we had a conversation and you said you were interested. What happened?
I mean, it does look interesting, but I'm not sure.
So from a Minecrafter point of view, you're just like, no.
I think I've gone off Minecraft.
You see,
all that problems.
The reason why I liked Dragon Quest Builders 1 was over Minecraft is because I liked that it had some sort of story going on. It had a purpose. That's the only thing with Minecraft. It's just I don't just want to play creative bits. I don't just want to make. If I want to do that, I'll buy Lego if I want to do that. I want to do that. So I'll drop into survival, but then there's no point to it. I've not got an aim other than just build a big building and watch the little creepers run around at the bottom because they can't even get in the house apparently. It's just pointless. So
yeah, but
that's
you're not
what I
put it
like
on hard level. You need to put it on hard level.
Oh, I disagree.
They smash down the doors and come up running upstairs. It's not good.
So, if you own the first game, apparently, if you get the second game, you get a couple of bonus items, bonus DLC. You get a throne, which is everybody wants a throne, surely.
Surely.
And you can craft the outfit from the first game, I believe. Exciting times. Not worth buying the first game, so you can do that. Just stick with the second game if you're interested. Then we also got Dragon Quest XI. It's a game a lot of people have been waiting on the Switch. It's been out on PS4 for a while. This, in Japan, is bigger than Final Fantasy.
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
Final Fantasy is pretty big.
Yeah.
In Japan, Dragon Quest is made by the same company. Dragon Quest is bigger.
Okay.
Like, they literally, they apparently had a problem where so many people were calling in sick the day Dragon Quest was released. They decided to change the release date to a Saturday because people were taking days off or calling in sick and just not turning up for school. That's how big it is.
Okay.
So crazy times. It's just such a massive game there. But I've played some on the 3DS. I've never been major into it, but this one looks so good, and I can't wait to play it on the Switch. So this is the definitive edition, and that will be exclusive to the Switch, which I find crazy because then all those people who bought it on PS4, sucks to be you. You get to buy the Switch version as well.
Yeah.
But I think this has been out on the Switch in Japan for a while, and they had a 3DS version as well, which I find really bizarre. So, moving along, we had the most bizarre announcement of all of it, and that was Sum Festival.
Yeah.
Jodie, you love Disney.
I do love
Talk us through what happened there.
I mean, I just kind of looked at that and went, that's weird.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not happening and not coming anywhere near my Switch.
It reminded me of when it was weird at E3 when they announced that there was going to be a Gears of War pop vinyl figure game, and everyone was like, what? But this was weirder than that. So it's like a mini game collection, and if you don't know what Sum is, it's basically they look like hot dogs with Disney faces, and you stack them. I don't know why you stack them, you just do. So you can go and buy little plushies and stack them.
I just don't understand it.
I think it came from a match game on like phones. That's where it started. But basically, this is just a mini game collection.
I look at them in the store and I'm just like, no.
Why? Why do they exist? Who thought that was a good idea? I don't know. But I like my nephew and niece. They collected them for a bit. I thought it was weird, but I was like, you know what? If that's what you're into, that's what kids are into. The kids are into weird stuff, aren't they?
I know.
What can you say? So moving along, I'll probably still buy it because it's on Switch. And then I'll use the excuse that my wife is into Disney to play it, and then I'll play it and go, this is awful, put it on the shelf, and then just admire the collection. Moving along, then we had Starlink.
I actually thought about you when this came up. I went, Tim is probably jumping up and down.
Well done, Ubisoft. Congratulations on being awesome.
See, Ubisoft always comes for the win.
They do, don't they? So
They're a good company.
So Starlink, it's had a rocky time. It's not done amazing, but on the Nintendo Switch, it's done pretty good. Something like 80 to 90% of sales were on Switch over the PS4, Xbox One. They clearly don't care about the other consoles, so basically they're going to do a new update where it's going to. I think it's all free as well.
Okay.
So it's going to get new Star Fox story quests. It's adding in racing and a bunch of other stuff. I literally can't wait. That game is so underrated. I think the big thing is, I just think if they could get a second, it's like Assassin's Creed. I don't think the first Assassin's Creed game was very good, but then they made the second one amazing. I think they've got a good foundation in this game. They just need a chance to do a second one, so fingers crossed they give them another one. But the bit I was intrigued at, they didn't, I wouldn't even say hinted, they basically said that you can play as any of the Star Fox crew. So I'm like, are we getting more Star Fox figures?
Yep.
Yes, please. Yes, please. And you know what? You can sell me. I'm happy for them to sell me more R-Wings. Even though they all look exactly the same. There's nothing different about them. I'll buy them. I'll buy the same one.
What
over and over and over.
So, I'm not collecting these ships.
Yeah, well, the thing happened. I wasn't going to, but then I saw 2 exclusive ones in shops and like you couldn't get them anywhere else, so I had to get them because I didn't want to miss out. And then you bought me one at Christmas. So that really, it's your fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because I basically had them all at that point, so I was like, I may as well get the last 2. I haven't actually got the last 2 yet, so.
Well, that's not my fault.
I'm excited for Starlink. You're excited for Starlink.
No.
Of course you are, Jodie. Of course you are. I'll buy you it for your birthday. Moving along.
Please don't.
It's time for Rune Factory 4. I am not big on this game at all. On paper, I should be because it's made. I'm pretty sure it was made by the same people who made Harvest Moon. It's got some farming in there. It's got some fighting, bit of sword, bit of chopping up monsters, bit of fishing. But this one, I think, is a port from a 3DS game, and it looked bad. And I'm like, I don't want to play that. I don't play that at all.
No.
But then they announced that Rune Factory 5 is in development, which I don't care about, but I'm sure once it comes out, I'll be more interested in probably buying it on Switch. But Rune Factory 4 Special Edition is just coming out at some point this year. Then we had a game called Unanaki.
I don't know.
All the above.
I switched off at that point.
Switched off.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
See what I did.
So this is made by a company called RPG Factory, and they do really like to churn them out like a factory. So we had I Am Setsuna, we've had Lost Sphere, and now we've got this game. So this was set up by Square Enix, who just basically pump out JRPGs, old style JRPGs. This game looks a little bit different. I feel like I Am Setsuna was, I think a lot of people liked it. Lost Sphere doesn't sound like a lot of people liked it. So they've got 50% success rate, Jodie. I don't know if I trust them with this one, but I'll buy it anyway and give it a go. Because I love JRPGs, I love the Switch, and I'll buy anything about it.
Anything with the Switch logo on it. He's got it.
But yeah, I'm interested, but I'm holding my expectations at a minimum. But we'll see. But it looked good. Clearly, you're massive into that game, aren't you?
All over it.
All over it. Next, we've got Yoshi's Crafted World. Talk us through Yoshi's Crafted World, really. How are you feeling about Yoshi's Crafted World?
I was in between with this because I have a real soft spot for Yoshi. So I was like, because when we play Mario Kart, I'm just always Yoshi. Like, I don't care. To be fair. You actually. I don't care if the others have like a boost power that would help you to win every game. I don't care. Like literally, it's Yoshi, and people underestimate Yoshi, and that's why I like him. They do, because Yoshi's a big part of life when it comes to Nintendo. I mean, if you took Yoshi out of Nintendo, it just wouldn't look right.
It just wouldn't exist.
No. So, I mean, I might get this, I might not, but I mean, it's just Yoshi. Like, I'll probably end up getting it just because it's Yoshi. And it's free to download anyway. So
well, the demo.
First bit, yeah.
So they announced the demo and they just dropped it that day, which was cool. Might do it as a video. I might put it up on the channel. We'll see how it goes. But this is a game that I wasn't bothered about at all when they announced it. And then the more they've shown, the more I've been really interested. And I absolutely love the art style. I love the theme of it all. It just looks really cool. It looks like they've got loads of really cool, crazy ideas that they put in it. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to play the demo and see what it's actually like. But yeah, looking forward to that. And that comes out on March 29th, but the demo is available right now. Now, this is where it went the opposite way, because basically they showed Fire Emblem 3, Three Houses. I have been so excited for Fire Emblem since they announced that we were getting a brand new Fire Emblem game on the Switch. I've been literally, just give me it now. And then they showed the video at E3. I was like, this looks awesome. And then they went more in depth with how it's all going to work on this direct, and I lost interest pretty quick. It was quite upsetting.
It's okay.
They were just, I don't know how I feel about all this stuff in the school. So it's like you're the headmaster or something, and you're just like taking students out to save the world, but it's not. They're going on exams. What are you talking about?
Just trying to get those.
All I want, give me a sword. Give me some dude in the back that can shoot out fireballs for some reason, and a girl who's apparently riding on a flying horse with a javelin. Let's do that. Just kick some butt. What's so hard about that?
That's Meg from Hercules.
So I'm still excited for it, just not as much, which doesn't make sense because I should be more excited for it now, but I'm not. But they did announce that there's going to be a limited edition, right? So in the UK I want to point out this, right? Which version would you rather have? So the European version, limited edition, comes with an art book, a steel book, a USB stick with, I'm assuming, with the soundtrack on it. I don't know why it's on a USB stick. The USB stick looks pretty cool. It comes with a pin badge set, and it comes with the game in its box. So you get a steel book and the normal game in a normal box as well. The American version comes with the game in the steelbook, so not the normal box as well. So just the steelbook with the game in it. Mm-hmm. It comes with a soundtrack on CD, so not on USB, and it comes with a calendar.
I'm gonna go with Europe.
Why does it come? And the calendar is for 2020, so you can't use it for this year when you get the game.
Why?
Because I'm assuming they're like, well, we're releasing the game halfway through the year, so we can't give them a calendar for this year because it's almost over. Oh, so they're giving it for 2020. But why? 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 That is the most random thing I've ever seen put in a collector's edition. Because after next year, it's pointless. So why does it exist? It's so random. I think I noticed it straight away because I watched the European Nintendo Direct, and then I went back to check something on the normal UK on the normal Nintendo YouTube channel, which is for the American one, really, and it came up different, and I was like, oh, there's gonna be some people annoyed, and there was some people annoyed once it started coming out. I'm expecting there's gonna be a Fire Emblem limited edition console as well. I'm expecting that.
Tim.
I think they'll announce that. I think we're probably going to get another Fire Emblem Direct that's just for Fire Emblem in a few months before it comes out, and I think they'll announce a console there. And we will get it for the box.
You've not got space.
I do.
You don't.
Jodie, when I showed you on there, I showed you that I can stack two
No,
Switch boxes.
Tim,
It's happening.
you can't have it. It'll look weird. You can't.
It's going to look right, and I'm
It's
excited for
not.
it. Jodie, this is not a question. This is happening, and I'm excited for it.
No. No.
So I hope that happens. I'll be surprised if they don't, because they've done it with the last couple of Fire Emblem games. I think they'd be stupid not to. So moving along after that. Sorry, that game comes out on July 26th, which we're all thrilled about. I'm looking forward to it. I think.
I'm glad one person's...
Moving along. Now, this was an unexpected one, and I played some of this last night, and I thought it was awesome. Tetris 99 was announced. So this is essentially Battle Royale Tetris. What the heck?
That looks sick. I'd not downloaded it because it was so late when I went to bed. Because I was starting out my Sims. You need to watch the late night game show to find out what happened there. But I was literally like, I'm all over that.
It was so random, and but what made it even crazier is basically if you've got a Nintendo online subscription to their online service, you get it for free. So you literally could download it yesterday for free. It makes sense though, because you literally, if you didn't have an online thing, you couldn't play it online, and the whole game is online, so it's not got like a single player mode.
Yeah.
So I was really intrigued. I played it, and I'm telling you now, it's such a good game. It is one of... It's you know what, I'm going to go ahead and say it's the best Battle Royale game ever. It actually is. And it's so cool. I am not good at Tetris. I'm not. The thing, that's why I would never play Tetris online, because it's you against another person. I'll lose every time. But in this, right, there's like 100 of you, and it's so clever because when you do multiplayer Tetris, it's like if you get a load of points or whatever, you then add a load of blocks to the person, but you
That's
have...
where you panic in it when those blocks
Yeah,
come in.
but what happens is, right, on either side of your screen, it's got everybody else playing, and you can just click on somebody and you're essentially attacking that person. But they can attack you, and you can see who's attacking you, and you can literally set up to just automatically attack them. It's so good. But because there's 100 of you, it's like you can actually beat people, Jodie. You're not just going to play against people who are amazing at Tetris. So I think I came 50th or something in my first one. And then I came 30th, and I came 15th, Jodie.
Well done.
And then I was like, you know what? And it's got experience as well, so you level up. That's the killer part. You come off, you're like, I'm done now. And then you go to quit, and it's like you've got 2 XP to get, so you need to play another game. You have to. And I was like, I'm going to do one more game. Came 15th. It's improving. We're going to get in the top 10. It's going to be sick. I don't know how this is possible. And then I got it, and everyone just ganged up on me. Everybody. I'm not even joking. Like, I had blocks flying up everywhere, and I actually survived somehow for a while, and then just went, I was like, I just got bullied. But it was so funny. But it's so good. And
that's scumbag from CGN now.
You
taking him down, mate.
absolutely have to download that game. It's so good. And I think... Hopefully, if we've got enough time after we film this, we're going to do a video on that straight away. So hopefully that'll be up for you guys. But it's just so good. It's honestly, if you can get in a family membership with like 6 people, it literally costs you about $3.50 or something. And you can just download it for free. So good. Next, we had Dead by Daylight. I've never played this game, and a lot of people were shocked that it was on it. But basically, this is like a multiplayer horror game. So one of you play as the killer, and the others play as basically scared teenagers. It looks like, and you run around and you try and escape, but like the killer's basically always coming after you. But I was talking about Resident Evil 2 the other day about the guy in the hat that just follows you around and he's walking. It's like the person who's the killer only walks around, so you feel like he's just coming after you all the time, and you're pooing yourself and you just want to leave. So that got announced. Did it get a date? It's coming out in autumn 2019, so I'm assuming that's just going to come out at Halloween, probably.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
I'm not going to lie, that just sounds like that one on PlayStation. Was it not Friday Night?
Five Nights at Freddy's, that's not it. That's not it. Is it Friday the 13th or something?
The one with Jason.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't remember.
I think it might just be a copy of that, if I'm being honest.
Or maybe that was a copy of that. I don't know. Crisscross. Switched it up. Moving on. We then had Deltarune Chapter 1. So this is from basically Undertale. If you finish that game, this is... I don't know if it's a continuation of the story, if it's like another perspective in that world. But basically I think it's a while ago now, they just released like Chapter 1 of Deltarune, which is the next game. And it was free. They just put it out there for free, and now you can get it on Switch for free. So that's pretty cool. I want to finish Undertale first, because I was right at the end and I stopped. But the trailer was so funny. It had all these dogs coming up all over the place just doing this weird song that happens in the game. And then at the end it just came up saying, there may not be this many dogs in the final game. Which I thought was really cool.
I did see that. I was like,
Yeah. And that releases on the 28th of February, which just happens to be my birthday, Jodie. What a wonderful day. So I'm going to have to finish Undertale before then, or else I'm going to cry. Yeah. Next, we've got... I've heard this title of this game, so I feel like everywhere I go, it's just there, and I'm just like, why? But it's Damon. I thought it was Demon, but it's not. It's Damon X Machina. And basically, this is a mech game, and it's made by basically people who made sick mech games in the past. They come together, made a new sick mech game. It looks all right. I've never really been into mech games, but I'm excited about this one because. Okay. Everywhere I go, it's there, and I'm excited. And they just dropped a demo of it for free, and people were freaking out.
Nintendo,
but I think
all the free
people
stuff.
thought this game was going to come out sooner, but then they were basically like, play this demo and give us feedback, and we'll try and implement it into the game. So, like, clearly not done, are you? And they gave her a release window of summer. So there's a lot of summer games that are being thrown in. Then we got Grid Auto Sport, which is weird because Grid came out a very long time ago. I think it was on the PS3 originally. So it's kind of a race simulator, just realistic cars and stuff, and that is coming out in the summer. How are you into realistic car games, Jodie? Nope. This isn't working out for you at all. I'm loving every single one of these announcements.
I mean, I played Forza and that was the end of it.
You like a bit of Forza?
I did.
Forza Horizon specifically. This isn't like that. This is like realistic tracks and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Moving along, we then had probably the biggest surprise, which was Hellblade, which has got multiple awards all over the place. I've wanted to play this game for a long time because it's apparently just so good, but I didn't want to play it on anything. And now it's on Switch. Clearly going to play it. That's how it goes, doesn't it? That's how it goes. But
like the word.
I don't understand, right? People need to understand, right? People are like, this announcement, it shows how close Microsoft is to Nintendo, because Microsoft owned the studio that made that game. But this game came out before Microsoft owned them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
they released Hellblade, and then Microsoft went, oh, you made an awesome game, I'm going to buy you. But it was already out on PS4, Xbox One, and I think PC as well. So they've announced it on Nintendo Switch, which is crazy anyway, because I didn't even think it would run, because it looked like it was quite high, high graphics and stuff. But it's not that crazy that Microsoft have allowed them to release it on this, because it's already on everything, so why not? It's not like you're gonna go, oh, I can't get it on Switch, I'm gonna buy it on Xbox now. A year after it came out, so it makes sense. It's the same like they bought Minecraft. They bought the company that makes Minecraft, and they put Minecraft on everything anyway. They don't mind if it's on everything already. So it's not anything special. Microsoft's not suddenly becoming, marrying Nintendo, and you're gonna have Master Chief and Mario skipping down Mushroom Kingdom. That's not happening. It's not happening.
No.
Stop freaking out. It's all okay. Next, we had Mortal Kombat 11. I don't care about this game at all.
No.
I can't even remember what the release date was, but I think I'm sure it comes after it's actually out on PS4 and Xbox One.
Next.
Don't care. Unravel 2 from EA. So EA finally decided to put out a game on the Nintendo Switch other than FIFA. You know what? I was not interested in this game at all. Suddenly I'm interested in this game, Jodie. Can you believe it? I want to buy this game.
Tim.
Now,
no.
This might be a digital only. I think it might because I don't think you can get a physical version on the PS4 and Xbox One. So I can't guarantee I won't buy it. I mean, I might not buy it until it's in a sale because I want it physically. Every game has to be physical, Jodie. It has to be physical. Interested in Unravel 2? Not even 2-player? Come on, Jodie. Let's unravel the story together.
I don't want to, thanks.
Then we got Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, and it also comes with Assassin's Creed Liberation, which was originally on the PS Vita, got remastered for PS4 and Xbox One and PC, and now it's on both of them are in a package on Switch. Jodie, you are a long-term massive Assassin's Creed fan. I'm interested. Are you going to get this on Switch? And if you are, does it bother you that it's not a brand new Assassin's Creed?
No, because I like number 3.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
It was probably like the first two. The first one, I just had to get through because of the storyline. The second one, I was just like, just get on with it.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I actually got into it.
Oh, okay.
And then when I started playing Black Flag, I was like, no.
Oh, Jodie, that's the most traumatic thing.
But number 3...
Black Flag is the best one out
Number
of
3
anything.
was the best of everything,
They
though.
literally need to not make any more Assassin's Creed games and just make Black Flag games. That's what they need to
No.
do. Just stop
No.
Black Flag
No.
all day long.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Because number 3 was the best one because it had the potential of both worlds at once.
Okay.
Where on Black Flag, you're always on the sea. Like,
But that's where it's at.
It's not.
Explore the seas, Jodie, and take down Blackbeard.
No, I'd rather fly around the world than go on a ship.
So, are you going to pick this up?
I might do. I mean, it's a high possibility, and I'm probably going to say yeah anyway. So.
I'm intrigued. So, I think on the PS4 and stuff, I think it's 30 quid, so it's not like a full price game. It might be slightly more on the Switch just because cartridges cost a little bit more. Whatever. They might charge a little bit more. They just didn't do. But I'm all over this. I am so up for it. The frame rate looked a bit choppy in the videos. So I'm hoping, but a lot of the time...
I'm going to wait to see the results.
I'm not.
Because I'm not paying 30 quid for a game and it's going to be choppy all over the place.
So we'll see, but a lot of the time you'll find that videos don't show well necessarily in that way, and then you get it paying and it's absolutely fine. I would imagine with how they've handled Starlink and stuff, which is, again, graphically for the Switch is quite heavy. There's no real performance issues there, so I think they'll be fine. But we'll see. And it is a PS3 game, and technically the Switch is more powerful than a PS3, so I don't see why, unless it's been ported from the PS4 version and stuff, and they've had to, there's issues there. I don't know, but we'll see. Then, oh my word, there's just so many announcements. Then we got to the good stuff, Jodie. Final Fantasy. Oh.
I'm done.
Don't go anywhere, Jodie, because the good stuff is here. So, everybody thought Final Fantasy VII was just going to get dropped. They just thought, without a doubt, they're just going to go Final Fantasy VII, plop.
But it's not happened.
So that was the prediction, and then they thought Final Fantasy IX would come out in March, and then you got Final Fantasy 10, 10-2, and 12 in April. That's what's happening. My favourite Final Fantasy game of all time is Final Fantasy IX. That's shadow of a doubt. It's not even close. Hate is going to hate. Scumbags. Final Fantasy VII sucks compared to Final Fantasy IX. Deal with it. But most people's favourite Final Fantasy game is 7. So,
you know what mine is? None of them.
Get out. So what they did. So Final Fantasy VII comes up, and everyone's thinking, "Oh, here it comes." And then it came up, release date the 22nd of March. And everyone was like, "Oh, that's odd." Then they said they did this completely out of order. Then they had Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, which is like a spin-off.
Oh mate, I'm all over Chocobo.
Exactly.
All over Chocobo.
So that is being released on the 20th of March, so earlier. So I don't know why they announced the 7 one before.
I get that.
Whatever. And then out of nowhere, they go Final Fantasy IX is going to be available tonight, and I nearly died because I was literally in bed because it was quite late for us in the UK. It's not that late. It's 10 o'clock. Like I don't go to bed at 10 o'clock usually, but I was like, I'm getting cozy, have a good time. But I had my dog at the side of me, I had my computer on me, I had my Switch next to me, and I had my iPad as well. So I've just got all this stuff over me, and they went Final Fantasy IX, and I literally leapt out of my seat. and I couldn't get all the way up, and I just had stuff flying everywhere. I was like, ah! And then I nearly had a heart attack, but I was so excited. I was like, I'm not joking.
Poor dog nearly had an heart attack.
He did, to be fair. But literally, my dream to play that game was almost realised when they put it on an iPad, because I was like, how good would it be to have Final Fantasy IX in a handheld mode, kind of walk around, play on your phone, like, level up, because you got to do a bit grinding. And then you could come home, put it on the big screen and carry on playing it, but you couldn't really do it properly. And you could AirPlay, but it wasn't really working properly. And then the Switch came along, and I was like, this would be the dream, but Nintendo's never going to get Final Fantasy IX. Yet here we are. So I am extremely tired, because I basically just played that all last night, and I shouldn't have, because I had work the next morning, and I was very tired. But boy, did I have a good time. Oh, that game is just outrageously good. You excited for that? You're going to buy every Final Fantasy game? Now's your chance to go through all these Final Fantasy games and just, hours and hours of fun.
Like my worst nightmare. Literally.
Next, then, we got Astral Chain. So this is a new IP from Platinum. They make Bayonetta and stuff. It looked alright. I'll probably buy it. I had no idea what was going on. Probably, that's what I'm concerned about, Jodie, to be honest. I can't afford it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's to get your boss give you a pay rise, won't you?
And then, obviously, they must have just thought people are going to be thinking, why are they making a new game? Why is Platinum making a new game when they're supposed to be making Bayonetta 3? So they just went, so I bet you're wondering where Bayonetta 3's up to. And I was like, oh, I'm going to show some Bayonetta 3 stuff. They just went, it's still in development. And that was it. And I was like, clearly it's still in development. We're aware of that. That's it.
Boss.
So this whole time, though,
that's something I'd do.
I'm saying these directs stress me out, because we know it's 35 minutes because they said that, and the whole time I've just got this clock winding down. I'm thinking, there's only 10 minutes left. There's only 5 minutes left. They've not announced everything I want to, and I'm like, it's over. You can't finish on Bayonetta's still in development, and that's the end.
Oh, they clearly did.
So we've got one more, and I'm like, what is it? What could it be? Is it the new Star Fox game that people have been talking about? Is it what is it? And then it turns to a sort of an anime look of a kid on a boat. Well, it's just waves at first. It was waves first, Jodie. And then, right, it's one of those games like when I
think I turned off at this point.
Before the Metroid logo even showed up, I was like, I was having a panic attack because I knew exactly what it was. This, right, literally saw a kid on a boat, and I went, I know, it's Link's Awakening. It's Zelda Link's Awakening. And I'm having a freak, and I was going, but the whole time I was thinking, I literally was shouting. I don't know why, because nobody else in the house apart from Miko, so I'm probably more annoyed at him. But I was like, how did nobody predict this? It actually makes sense. It makes total sense. How has nobody thought of this? Oh my gosh. So this is originally a Game Boy game, and I played this is probably the Zelda game I've played most in my entire life. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's just because I had a NES and stuff, but the first console that was mine was a Game Boy, and I had Game Boy Color, and I played this so much, and I wasn't even that good at it, but as a kid I had a great time. This remake looks so good. Some people were like, oh, the graphics look weird, Link looks weird. It looks like they've kind of gone for like a toy style graphics, so it's like everything kind of looks like it's toys. It looks so nice. Oh, it's just so polished and beautiful. I cannot wait for that. I want it now. I want it right now. No questions.
I can wait for that.
So the interesting thing about this is, though, so they did Link's Awakening DX on the Game Boy Color, and basically they added in a bunch of like little Marios, like there's little like Mario nods all over the place. So at one point you see him squish a bunch of Shatter Guys. Like they sort of tickled them in places. So I think there was a chain chomp in one point. So it wasn't like they put Mario in the game, but they just put little extra little things in there, and it looks like it's that version that they've remade because they said squish some Shy Guys. So there's a bit of trivia for you, but I can't wait for that game. Jodie, you're all over this, aren't you? You are all about the Zelda.
All about Zelda.
You still enjoying Breath of the Wild? Do you need some help?
I mean, I'm up a hill at the moment, and it's raining, and I've got hit by lightning twice.
Oh, that's a tough day out in Hyrule Field. But yeah, so, I'm not gonna lie. People going on about 2D Zeldas for ages. I wasn't that excited. I'm not that into 2D Zeldas. I don't understand why you'd want to keep going back to, essentially they had to do 2D top down because they had limitations. I don't know why I want to go back to that, but I'm all down for this. So apparently I'm all happy about that. This was probably the best way they could have got me into it. So I'm so excited for that game now. I can't wait.
It's just because it's on Switch as well.
that is a major factor in it, but still, I got it anyway. So Jodie, that was all the announcements. That was a lot.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. How would you sort of rate this Nintendo Direct from all the ones that you've seen since you've been watching it?
6.
A 6? I'm surprised you put it that high with how negative you've been about it all.
I was going to put you down to a 4, but then I thought I might have hate comments at the bottom, so we're going with 6.
How many, what's the game that you probably, out of all of that, do you think you piqued your interest the most? I
mean, it's going to be Assassin's Creed, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and then Yoshi, of course.
Okay.
Yoshi's always
For me, it was definitely Final Fantasy 9. Oh my gosh, just so good. But then I think, although there's a few games in there that I probably should be more excited about, Tetris 99.
Yeah, Tetris.
Oh my word. That is definitely the game
that's being downloaded tonight as well.
Yeah. And I just can't recommend it enough. And like I said, I'm not into puzzle games. I'm not that good at Tetris, but boy, do I like this game. Just so good. So there you go. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I don't think it was like the perfect Direct. I think they didn't have loads of big hitters, like massive games. But I think it had enough. But this is what I hate. Before Directs happen, everyone starts predicting, and there's like a list of like 20 crazy, ridiculous predictions that happen, and clearly not all going to happen. I just want to point out as well, for all you guys out there, how long have I been saying Metro Prime Trilogy is not coming yet? It's not. And I said it again for this Direct, and everyone's like, no, it's defo coming, defo coming. I said, no, it's not. It's not. It wasn't there. So the big question now is, so obviously Metro Prime 4 it's being restarted, making the game from scratch. They clearly did the Metro Prime trilogy to get people ready for Metro Prime 4. So the big question now is, coming out of this Direct, are they going to just hold off Metro Prime trilogy for like 3 years before the game comes out so people are ready? Or are they going to put it out more like this year to appease people who are upset?
Yeah.
That's the question. I don't know.
You shouldn't rush games like that. You shouldn't be rushing.
No.
But I will tell you, out of the last 4, from when I started watching, when we did
the Direct,
I'd say the first Direct that I watched was probably the best one that I've watched.
They can't, but that's the thing, they've done a lot of the big games already, haven't they? So we've already had Splatoon 2, a brand new Mario game, brand new Zelda game. It's like they've done a lot of the big stuff, so we're getting more of the slightly less, but still really good games. So, and now everyone's going, but the still E3 is going to be like people need to chill. They've got to spread these announcements and games across a year. They're not just going to pile it all into one. So, but I thought it was really good. I'm excited. I just think we've got an insane amount of games to play this year, and that's the important thing. So this has been quite long because there was just so much to get through, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you absolutely hated it and you wish that I would just shut up about Final Fantasy 9,
put that thumbs down.
You, of course, can give a thumbs down. If you want to see loads more videos like this, you want to see us play Tetris 99 at some point, we've got no time, but we'll try our best, then please subscribe and hit that bell button. You get notified of every new video. Good night, see you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you very, very soon. Bye.